Hello Skillr Boxers. Today we're breaking down a style almost poetic in its sway. He broke every rule, hands low, chin high, dancing straight into danger. He floated like a butterfly and stung like a bee. You already know what his name is. Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali is widely considered the greatest boxer of all time. Not only is his resume incredible, but the way he beat his opposition elevated him to a forever legendary status. Ali's impact went way beyond boxing. Outside the ring, he stood for what he believed in without fear. He went against the norm outside the ring, but in this video, we'll break down how he also broke the rules inside the ring. So if you want to know all the details about his now iconic boxing style, this breakdown is for you. But before we start the breakdown, we wanted to share an exciting development from our sponsor, Pro Boxing, the premier home training platform. The latest app update adds a new highly anticipated category, the Workout of the Week. Every Sunday at midnight, 2 fresh workouts will be released. One is beginner friendly and has visuals, the other is designed for experienced pugilists. The advanced workouts will call out real combinations and movement patterns favoured by top fighters. The list will soon be filled with world champions, rising stars and Hall of Fame boxers. But first up is the legendary Manny Pacquiao. Have fun mastering 20 of Pacquiao's favourite heavy bag combinations. Get into fight shape today. Download Pro Boxing training and dominate the opposition. Boxing stance. As we mentioned, Ali's style went against the norm, and his boxing stance challenged some of the most basic fundamentals. Ali was a pioneer of the low guard, using it extremely effectively. Keeping his hands at waist level, while risky for obvious reasons, gave him certain advantages. First, the low guard gave him full vision of the opponent, allowing him to read and react better. In contrast, a high guard slightly blocks your view. Second, by keeping his hands loose and hanging, he could throw punches in a relaxed whipping motion, instead of stiff, more predictable punches. At times, especially when standing more flat-footed or fighting at close range, Ali would switch to a more traditional high guard. But most of the time, he kept it low and used it to his advantage. Rhythmic footwork. Rhythmic footwork is what he referred to in the first part of his famous quote, "Float like a butterfly." Ali's ability to use the low guard was made possible thanks to his control of distance and lateral footwork. He set the rhythm using his movement and snapping jab. He'd move clockwise while jabbing, forcing the opponent to chase while getting hit. Ali would then make a rhythm change by stopping the movement and setting his feet for the 1-2. As he sets his feet, the opponent who is still chasing has to reposition to face him. It is in this moment where the opponent's feet are not set, and Ali is, that he can take advantage and catch him with the powerful right. Pullback Defense. While footwork was his first line of defense, Ali stood out for his unreal reflexes and head movement. He evaded punches with his hands low, relying on pullbacks. He'd move just enough to make the opponent fall short. This was only possible due to his elite distance control and confidence in his reflexes. Ali would bait opponents by leaning forward, exposing his head, and forcing them to throw. Right as they punched, he'd change his head slot, a pattern he repeated often, making opponents miss constantly.
To black people, Clay is more like a god. He's just a beautiful dude. First he's there and then he's gone, you know. You see his head there, you jab at it, but it's out of range, you know.
But he also used the pullback offensively. One of his best counters was the pullback straight cross. To be able to counter effectively and not fall short, he'd place his head slightly forward as bait. As the opponent threw, he'd pull back, avoid the shot, and come back with the cross. As he was slightly forward, when pulling back, he was still able to get back in range to connect. He'd also lean slightly to his lead side to align the cross better.
Well, the challenger rolls back from those punches. Ali is trying to corner him little by little. The champion has plenty himself, there's no question about that.
The whole motion was really quick, and as Ali explained himself, you had to pay good attention not to miss it.
And people couldn't see it. It was so fast. Sport Illustrated clocked they got a slow motion camera, they clocked the punch, and the punch flew at 4/100ths of a second. You can break a second down to 100 pieces. They got a machine that goes like real quick, and it counts real quick, you know, real quick. And by the time that thing hit 4, that's how quick, from the time the punch started to the where it landed, it was 4/100ths of a second, which is an eye blink. Like a camera flash, that's 400ths of a second. Now, the minute I hit Sonny Liston, all of those people blinked at that moment. That's why they didn't see it. All right, I'm getting ready to hit him. You can't just, you got to hold your eyes and wait, so you won't see it, man.
Fluid combinations. While Ali's defense was mesmerizing, his offense was just as poetic. He had some of the most fluid combinations in boxing, especially for a heavyweight. He could throw long sequences of sharp hooks and uppercuts with pinpoint accuracy, breaking through guards and overwhelming his opponents. His angles, speed, and variety kept opponents guessing and unable to reset. But while his combinations were one of his best skills, they also exposed one of his biggest flaws. Flaws. As we've seen, Ali's style goes against the fundamentals. He fights with his hands low and his chin up, and while he made it work, it's clear that this carries the risk of getting hit clean. A more subtle flaw, though, was his tendency to headhunt.
Muhammad Ali, look at all the film, all the 60 fights, whatever, he never threw a body punch.
While his combinations were fast and accurate, always targeting the head can be a problem, especially against opponents with good head movement. In some cases, his lack of up and down variation made him miss long sequences, making him predictable.
After that pace, Muhammad Ali is missing a lot of those punches. Frazier laughs at him again.
Still, with all his fundamental flaws, Ali made his unconventional style world famous, influencing boxers even half a century later. His taunts, pullback counters, and famous shuffle are still present in today's boxing, keeping the essence of his style alive. And that's what we want to know today. Have you been influenced by Ali's iconic style? Let us know in the comments. And if the video is interesting, there's plenty more like it on our channel. To your left, we've picked one we think you'll enjoy next.